What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Chase here, and I just want to say Happy Labor Day, guys. This video will be going up right around like I don't know. I'll just have to see. But yep, that's the one I needed. So here we go. I just want to say Happy Labor Day, guys, and I don't really know. If you're wondering how I got the 101,000, I tried to record a video earlier, and it rendered black screen, so I don't know. But we're going to get the ye old cultivator after this. Yeah, I put that in the ground that way it, I don't know. So I want to tell you a personal story. Kind of a weird personal story, but it's about how I broke my arm and ended up with 2 pins. So, okay, one day, I went over to a friend's house. We went swimming. Well, she texted me and was like, hey, do you want to swim? And I was like, sure. I didn't say of course, I said sure. So I get there and everything, and her cousin, I'm not going to name any name, well, I'll name his name. His name is Lake. So he's like, hey, do you want to go get this girl named Maggie? And, because this girl Maggie, Jody told her she could come over. So I hop on my dirt bike, and I think, yeah, Lake hops on a four-wheeler. So we get there, wait like 20 minutes for her to come out, and of course at this time I had to kickstart a dirt bike, so this was like 3 years ago. I mean, they had electric start, but this dirt bike happened to be kickstart. So I'm kickstarting the dirt bike, and then we get going, and of course, you know, we go down this one dirt road. Well, this dirt bike doesn't have any brakes, and I totally forgot. So I'm up there, I'm probably going 45 miles an hour, you know, down this dirt road, and all of a sudden, the dirt bike slips. I lose control, and I almost ran up a tree. I claim that I tried to climb a tree with a dirt bike, but that's not actually what happened. But, so I fly off the dirt bike and I land like face down, stomach down, my arms like to the ground, you know. And so my head like came inches away from hitting a cement wall that probably would have killed me had I not like fallen on the ground first. So my arm hurts. I can't use it to get up, and of course it went numb. I mean I couldn't feel it. It didn't hurt, but I knew once what had happened it was broke. But of course Lake, being who he is, thinks it's a bone bruise. I'm like, there's no way it's a bone bruise. And then I get back to Jody's house. That's the girl invited me to swim. We get back there, and she starts, like, I'm cut up and everything. She starts dabbing me down with a towel, like dabbing the blood off my face. And I call my mom, and she drives over. So I'm a bad storyteller. Don't blame me. So we get to the bone doctor. I don't know what a bone doctor's called, but I know cancer is oncology, but so we get there, and now let alone my arm hasn't hurt this entire time. As soon as we get to the doctor, my freaking arm hurts like you don't want to know. Some of you broken an arm, so you probably know what it feels like. Broken a bone, you know what it feels like, but it hurts. Don't ever do it. So, I'm sitting there, like, trying not to, burst into tears because of the pain. And I see the doctor. They put, like, a half cast on it or something. Now, let alone I had just fractured my elbow on my left arm the month before playing basketball, and then I broke my right arm the next month. So, that fracture thing is another story. Or I could tell them both in the same story, but so what happens is they put it on and everything, and I'm fine. They give me pain pills, and I didn't ever use them. By the way, don't ever take pain pills unless you absolutely have to, because you can get really addicted to those things and can't get off of them. So only use them if it's absolutely necessary, and then I would advise that your parents monitor how much you're using them, because, it's just safer that way. But, so I go home, and then I get ready for, like, the next, like, day is surgery. Well, I get ready for surgery. We get to the hospital and everything. And the man's like, so, they put lidocaine on my left arm. Hold on. Let me hit 3. They put lidocaine on my left arm. If you don't know what lidocaine is it's a deadener, pain deadener. They stabbed the, IV in my arm. I couldn't remember what it was. They stabbed an IV in my arm. Didn't feel it. I just felt a tug of the skin. I didn't feel the actual pierce in my skin. And then, as soon as he comes with the medicine, I'm like, so what if it doesn't put me under? And he's like, we got some stuff that will. It did. It put me under. It put me under. That first medicine they give you will put you right under. So I get through surgery, I wake up, and I don't see anything. Well, let alone, my parents had drawn on my face. Drew a pirate on my face. And I was like, good grief. So hold on, I gotta do it. Come on, Lassie! Come on, you can do it! You can do it! Anyways, we're getting back to the story. I do everything that's needed to be done. Well, a month later, after, then they put the regular cast on, the full arm cast. I have to keep that on forever. If you've ever broken a bone, like I said, you know how that feels. Your arm basically stinks for like 8 weeks. Because you can't wash it. Or the cast will fall apart. So I get the big cast off, or the full cast. I get that off. There's $14,000 more. Corn's not worth it. So what else ends up happening? Then I get a short cast. Like, why do I need the short cast? So, about halfway through the short cast, I cut that baby off. I cut it and then take it off. And my wrist hurt. Like, I thought my wrist was still broken, so I put it back on, Little had I known, the doctor said I could have taken it off, but, because my arm wasn't broke anymore. Duh. Then what else did I do? Then I went through a bunch of rehab, and that's basically how I broke my arm trying to climb a tree with a dirt bike. There you go, guys. So, I'm gonna tell you the story of how I fractured. Sorry, I was checking something. I'll tell you a story of how I fractured my elbow. My left elbow, to be matter of fact. What is it? Oh yeah, I was playing basketball with my friend. I was spending the night at his house. I jump up, dunk the basketball. We had to go really low, but I can touch 10 foot. Like I'm an inch off 10 foot, but so we do it and everything, and I'm going, and my left elbow really won't move. It was weird. So I'm like, this hurts. So I call my parents and everything, and they're just like, well, if you go to the doctor, they're going to make you sit there for 8 hours, and a bunch of other crap. So I just decided to just not go to the doctor. Until, I didn't even go to the doctor. Till like a week later when it hurt, and then they said I had fractured a elbow, So I'm like, well, that sucks. They put me in a half cast, and then, well, the half cast didn't last long. Put me in a sling, really, and I had to wear that for about 2 weeks. And what else happened? Couldn't play basketball. That sucked. But, that's how I fractured my left elbow and broke my right arm. Now, back to the game. I don't know why I did that. I hope y'all like the thumbnail for this video. It should be pretty awesome. And I'm sorry if you don't like Labor Day. I am American, as you can tell, so I celebrate Labor Day, but we're going to put the cover on this, and we're going to cue off from it. That way rain doesn't get in there. No, we're not going to hook up to that. We're going to go, nope, it does not need to be washed. I probably will be bringing some Counter-Strike Global Offensive soon. I don't know how soon, but if I can get it to do right. I don't really know. Is a tether worth it? I mean, if you're creating hay, it is, but I can't create hay with this, so that thing's almost done. I'll probably have to go hook up soon. Maybe. But I'm going to end the video here in about at 8 o'clock. The tractor's not dirty because I washed it. I think that's doing it's close to its last row. Is it coming close? Not really. It's coming close, but, if we had a 45-footer on here, this would go a lot faster, but we don't, so, This thing's on 67%. I wonder why this one doesn't make like a straw swath. So, alright guys. Hold on guys. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video here. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.